this Coast National Area very rich with bird life, specifically at the bird hide. Yesterday we never saw any flamingos. All right, maybe today you'll see some flamingos if they will come, you know, but yesterday it was fairly windy. Today there's less wind, so maybe they'll come around. This is some of our mammals that will come across. The bontebok we saw yesterday. The eland we saw yesterday was a big herd of eland of 10. The steenbok and dune moles. You'll see a lot of dune moles that you will come past. This is some of our beautiful fynbos and some of our flower. None of them are actually flowering at the moment. It's not the season. The best time for flowering is in September, October. All right.
There's a place near the Saldanha Bay coastline where time doesn't disappear, it lingers. The Bakoor Trail isn't famous. You won't find postcards of it in the shops, and it doesn't promise adrenaline or grandeur. What it offers is rarer, a walk into stillness. Named after the little Bakoor, the Afrikaans word for the Cape Hare, the trail winds gently through the Hoedjiesbaai dunes, just outside the town of Saldanha. The wind whispers here, always. It carries the smell of fynbos, of ocean spray, and of something older, something grounded. It begins quietly. No gate, no fanfare. Just a path etched into the sand, bordered by low shrubs and occasional bursts of wildflowers. For the first few meters, you might wonder what you're meant to be looking for. And then it happens. Your senses start to adjust. You begin to notice.
We've reached Seerberg. Right, soon we can go explore there. That's the Seerberg hut. It was used as a shepherd's hut. Right, during the colonial period of Dutch, when they colonized the Cape, they colonized for 150 years. Right, they traveled from Europe across Africa and they came past Cape Town. The lagoon was used as one of the main ports for the ships to come inside and get refreshments. But remember, Cape Town has fierce winds and Cape storms, and all these ships were shipwrecks off the coast of the west coast. The San and the Khoi people inhabited this area, and they used to use that as a shepherd's hut and a lookout point. It's now a museum, and you're able to go in there and see some of the museum artifacts and some photos, etc. We'll take about 10 minutes just to relax here, take some photos and just take a break, have a sip of water, and then we will descend going down to the bird eye.
A sudden rustle, a hare bolts, ears back, vanishing before your breath returns. A lizard sunbathing on a flat rock, the tracks of birds you can't yet see. The trail comes alive not through spectacle, but through attention. You climb a small ridge, and then the view opens wide. Below, Saldanha Bay glistens, its calm waters dotted with fishing boats and kelp beds. In the distance, the Langevin Lagoon curls along the horizon like a watercolor spill. The land stretches quiet around you, as if it's holding its breath. The Bakoor Trail doesn't test your endurance. It tests your willingness to be present, to walk slowly, to listen. Halfway through, there's a wooden bench, weathered, simple, facing the sea, and somehow it feels like a reward, a place not to rest your legs, but to rest your mind. Sit long enough, and you'll hear the far-off calls of seabirds, the hum of insects, and the distant lapping of waves against salt-encrusted rocks. Locals say the trail shifts with the seasons. In spring, it explodes in wildflowers, carpets of orange, yellow, and purple. In summer, it smells of dust and sun. In winter, the wind carries a sharper edge, and the sea looks heavier, darker. But always, there's that same quiet pull, a place to walk where you can hear yourself again. The trail ends where it began. No signpost, no archway, just the gentle satisfaction of a circle completed. And you'll likely walk out the same way you came in, but something will feel different. Not the land, you. Because the Bakoor Trail is one of those rare places where you don't just pass through nature, you let nature pass through you.